Just making a bit of creative content for you all. Just to let you know how it's going with the solar storm and its grounding in the UK. I've seen energy vortex today. I've seen a single speaker fall off the window from over there. There's problems with the home telephone line. No signal whatsoever on it. So I don't know if that's the state or, you know, someone messing about at the phone exchange where the dog setup incident occurred. Right. You remember that dog incident, don't you? And the antisocial behaviour order set up. Right. So I'm grounding in a solar storm, aren't I? I'm not going to try ringing anyone because I don't need to. Now we're getting down to it all, right? So, right? Doesn't need stirring, does it? Doesn't need anyone trying to manipulate behind me. Yeah? Right? Trying to involve a third decent person in it. Yeah? But that's what's going on. So, everything's, you know, which could, excuse me, while I clear my throat, emphysema globules and all that. Right, this is what I've noticed so far today. Energy vortex over there. Incident there. Someone being nosy behind me, trying to see what's going on. Damage. Dogs. Right. Now I'm feeling the temperature of this, which was inside that, just in the pocket of it, before I went and put it on charge long enough. Really overheated. So it's going through that material and heating it up inside there. Right? And that's only got me vape cartridges, keys, stuff like that. And right, so I'm letting that cool because it's got a lithium ion battery in it, innit? Which is overheating. So it's not a day for having mobile phones stuck to your head, is it? And you don't want to be caught on a train, you know, if the power grid goes down, do you? You don't want to be panicking, trying to get money out the cash points, because your money's still going to be in there when the grid goes back up again, isn't it? So you don't need to panic. Just in case, like my one of my channels that I watch in the Algarve has said that they've already been turning off the cash points across Europe to prepare for this solar event that they all knew was coming. Which is causing stress and panic amongst the people that aren't prepared for it. So I'm just showing you the little signs that I've noticed. Lithium-ion batteries heating up during a solar storm. That would be like, let's say in the Mideast, Hamas or whoever, having a mobile phone stuck to their heads and it blowing their head off. Yeah, and then one side or the other, whether it be the Israelis or the Americans saying, oh, that was us. No. There's the truth of it. They're playing on your fears. There's a solar maximum event underway at the moment. Right? So, yeah, anything that's not got a lot of weight to it is laying down flat. Anything that's not quite done properly is propped, just in case. Any damage to it then can be adapted and strengthened, because I've also had tampering with that because of, yeah, you can see the trigger finger issue, can't you? Yeah, so Marnie's Hulkster's forcing me to rest and relax today. He kindly pissed up my back support, so I'm not going to be doing no washing or nothing, or putting that on the line and chasing stuff around the garden trying to get it off my washing line, because that's what sort of stuff's going on with all these vortexes and all that. And it's all energy, isn't it? It's all energy related. So I'm not worried about it. Got enough to keep me busy. My family are all aware of it as well, so they know that if they're not in the right energy, don't attempt to travel. Everything's okay. Don't worry about nothing. Right, just stay put with the people that you love around you, and don't get caught out. Yeah, Hulkster, thank you for forcing me to rest up. Alright, because I would have just kept going through it all. And I would have been wasting my time with things blowing over and stuff flying across the garden. See, you can see what's going on here. I've got part of the tree sorted out. I'm not going to worry about it, just in case it snaps. If you see what I mean. Hey, there's Mr. Red Kite. That was a good one, wasn't it? He actually tried to swoop down and take a couple of smaller dogs out of the garden yesterday, and I gave my decent neighbour the heads up. Yeah, any small dogs, they're actually attempting to swoop down on them and carry them away. So something is not right with nature at the moment. right? Even nature's acting up, right? Trying to provide for itself. So I'm looking at the top of the aerial there, and that's starting to buff it about. I don't have live TV, and I don't watch terrestrial television, so that old cross up there is worth nothing to me except scrap metal. And my toot pile's already growing, so I couldn't give a shit if anyone wants to harass me or come round trying to wind up and aggravate the situation further. You know what I'm saying now? So, yeah. No one's been fucking about with the sand unless there's been a cat trying to shit or piss on the top of it. If they can't get the message from the dogs and they come prying, then there's going to be Tom and Jerry's going on, isn't there? And we all know how that ends up. So the vape's okay. It's working. No matter how much people try to get me to drop it by distracting me and the nonsense behind me, if you see what I mean, as they all attempt to teamwork it. Right? It's a local village click thing, like I said. And they're trying to involve others to try and get a repeat of the original setups or the first two attempts by involving other decent people in it. There you go. Marnie's talking in dog language to Lucky. So he's checking with his buddy. Because Mr. Red Kite's flying about, or the baby red kite's flying about like a baby shark. Right? Just an air shark. Right? So if the sun is a portal and it's open at the moment, be careful what you're wishing through coming through that portal. Right? Get your mind right. Stay grounded. You don't want the wrong thing coming through that portal. That's why it's forbidden to open it. Until you're right. Because what's being done on this planet affects others, doesn't it? Further out. And if it's being done wrong, then there's going to be punishment coming through that portal, isn't there? Whoa. Lovely cooling breeze though after yesterday. Right? I was quite happily listening to the laughter and the celebrations, being sociable, but within the confines of my own dwelling area. You can hear others in the area tearing about, rushing because they can sense it as well. Right, there you go, there's 4 little birdies just flying along. Alright, so this is only a short because I don't want to be messing about with mobile phones and that today, or home telephones, because it's all being closely monitored, because they're also panicking further up the food chain, aren't they? Right, the so-called rulers. Right, they're all panicking as well, because it might be game over for all of them lot. And the man with the silly fish hat in Rome, there's Mr. Red Kite, look. Or it might be the young kite, which is why it's swooping down on young dogs and that, or smaller breed dogs. Who knows? It's all about survival in nature as well, isn't it? Here he comes, look. What a beautiful sight, eh? Bit of creation. I'm seeing, well, there's Mr. Red Kite again, and I'm seeing in the cloud up there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a point on the bottom of that cloud. Right, it's gone back up again, but that was the beginnings of a tornado. I saw the sign of it there, where Mr. Red Kite's just flown past to try and distract me. I've already checked for thunder and lightning on the radar this morning. There you go, look, he's still there, and I'm still focused on that little point there. As it goes across the fields, it's picking up energy on the thermals. Yeah? You see what's going on? There'll be a bit of aerial combat up there between Mr. Red Kite and the local rooks and crows. There you go, look, they're all flying about panicking as well, because he's going to survive anyway. And that's definitely a hunting predator bird. Right? So let's keep focused on that little point that I saw coming down out of that cloud, because that's heading Sandringham way. Right? So that's heading across that way, if I've got my bearings right. Okay? Look. There's no... Is there? Okay, so I'm fully focused and in control of myself, but all the signs are there. I bet if I go and check on that weather radar, there's a few more lightning strikes indicators going off across, coming from the island direction at the moment, because this is all coming across from that way, and it's already beginning to rotate off the coast of northern Scotland. That's solar energy. That's a solar storm. It's also the earthquake energy path, isn't it? So, right, let's leave it at that, because I don't want to have the Wi-Fi on. So that's going indoors and uploading now, okay? Stay safe, people. All across Europe's being hit by lightning at the moment and storms. So, yeah, think of your loved ones, but don't do it over the telephone. Just keep them in your thoughts and prayers. If you can't contact them, don't panic about it. These things happen many, many times in nature. That's the way it was designed, and You know, if you've got certain systems that are trying to manipulate that and it all knocks it all out of sync, then sooner or later we're going to get a Monty Python foot come down and squash everything flat. In a Monty Python humour sort of, yeah. So, cheers! Enjoy yourselves. Be safe, everyone. Don't worry about your loved ones. What will be, yeah? Love to you all. Have a lovely Sunday.